Hello everyone, my name is Matt Rogers and today we're talking about the app Explain Everything. Explain Everything is a digital whiteboard that allows you to create screencasts with the software provided inside the app. It's included as one of the Pequea Valley foundational apps because we believe it's an app that will help you and your students this upcoming school year. When we click in, you'll get to the main home screen, and this has very few features but pretty simplistic to keep everything nice and organized. Moving from left to right, you have a new document. This will allow you to create a blank slide with no features on it already, with a basic color scale, as you can kind of see from the icons. You can also import previously created PowerPoint slides or pictures that you'll use as a basis for your presentation. The next button allows you to share your finished products. There's lots of features that you can tinker with and change, but there's no real ones you have to make general basic screencasts. And there's also an information button. When we click the plus sign, it takes us to a blank template, a completely blank screen with a lot of possibilities, but nothing on it quite yet. The left-hand side is really our toolbars, and our bottom of our screen is where we have our recording capabilities. As we move from the left side all the way down, you have a pointer which allows you to drag and move around the different icons on the screen. Below that, you have a pencil, which is your general color schemes and writing utensil. You can change the widths, the pencil tip style, and that'll kind of show differently on the screen. Below that, you can add different shapes or icons. For instance, I can add, say, a star if I wanted. When I click and drag, it'll add that icon, and I can move it around now that I have my cursor on it. Below that, like many of these screencasting tools, you can have a text box. So if I say hello, that, and I can move it around. Additionally, you can import different objects, whether that's a photo or a video or a file. What's pretty helpful is this X button. If there's certain things that I don't really like, say I didn't like this squiggle, if I click on the X and I hit it on the icon, it deletes that item. It's a pretty nice way to get things away from the screen instead of hitting that erasing button. You also have this tool, which is kind of like a pointer. While the students are recording, they can drag a cursor or a dot around to show where they are on the screen at one time. Pretty cool included tool for this icon. You can also arrange certain things to be on top or duplicate, change the icon. So if I like the star, I can duplicate it and it'll bring another one up that I can move around. You have your traditional undo along with a search button, and you have a simplistic view that allows you to see more of the screen and focus really on the content that's on there. Below, you do have a color scheme provided, 3 different colors. If there's a color that you don't have, you can double click on it and change it, and like that, you'll have the new color. Now along the bottom is, as I mentioned, the recording screens. You can have multiple slides, so if I wanted to add another slide, I can go back and forth between the arrow buttons. The plus button allows me to continue to add other slides. Next to that, you have your rewind, record, play, and fast forward, along with a time-lapse based tool for the recordings. The last few ones are your uploads of pictures and the video when it's all complete, and the home button allows you to go back to the original screen. As I mentioned before, this is a helpful tool, but probably one of the more complex ones available to you at this time. So for the upper grades, this is definitely one that you're going to want to take advantage. All right, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, that is Explain Everything.